you. I'm not you. You're me.
No shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them! Go between them! Are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Good morning. Good morning. So, got a lot of things to talk about today. I'm super stoked, and I got the sale stuff came in. I got the Lionsgate. I got the Lionsgate sale came in, and so I'll be watching some of that stuff. And this one, I'm super excited about it because I forgot all about this, and it was because it was a Vestron title, and I just was so used to getting my Vestron titles, just seeing them out at the Walmart. I didn't even think to go to Lionsgate to grab this. And so I remember when they announced Hider in the House, I was so excited for this. And then I forgot all about it. So I'm glad they had the sale because I grabbed this. I grabbed a few other Vestron titles and something that it was recommended to me in the last You Picked It series. Something was recommended, and I was like, oh man, it was just happened to be the Vestron sale. So it worked out. So good morning, everybody. Obviously, as always, let me know what you're going to be watching this weekend, and you could always post that over in the community tab. That's just always a nice thing. I really enjoy the community tab. Things I'm going to be watching this weekend. So I've got the Lionsgate sale stuff that I want to get through. But then I went to the video store yesterday. So I guess it's Father's Day weekend here in America. I don't know if it's worldwide, but it's one of those things. I'm only focused on what I'm doing. So my family took me to video yesterday, and basically let me just walk around for a few hours. And it was awesome because I am doing this other series where I'm trying to rebuild my DVD collection that I gave up, movies that are stuck on DVD. And even if it's not stuck on DVD, I just never picked it up yet. I'm trying to rebuild that collection. And I actually got a ton of wins. And so I recorded some of that footage, but my camera did die. The store is massive, and it's super, like you might not always find what you go there for, but you're always going to find something. And so I had some things in my head, but then I also had in the background, these are things that I've had in my Amazon cards or eBay cards for the longest time. And I got them both for $6. And maybe they're not the greatest films, but I'm going to be watching these this weekend because both of these came out. I was still in the Navy when they came out. So they were being played on the television, but it was super distracted. Everyone's talking, not really paying attention. Then I think something broke and I had to go fix it. And so these two movies. So I got This Is the End, and I also got Tracers. And so this is one I remember, the Taylor Lautner guy was super popular because that werewolf thing, vampire werewolf thing. And my daughter, she's into that, like any kind of action. And the whole point of this was like people stealing stuff and parkour. And I like heist movies. So I'm going to give those things a chance. But this one, I do kind of vaguely remember it because the end. I remember the whole end with Channing Tatum. And that's about it. But other than that, I don't really remember it. So I got those. And the other stuff I got, I'm not going to talk about yet because I'm piecing together this bigger video. And it's me selling off some things I don't want to then rebuild my collection. And so that I filmed a lot of it yesterday. I found some wins, but things that I had on my list, but I didn't have in my head of like, this is what I want to find today. So I got that. And then these things, I'm going to revisit these because we're talking about the pre-orders today, things that have been announced and things I'm excited for. So we have The Guyver. I'm going to rewatch that because I already pre-ordered The Guyver 2 and Desperado. So I have this stupid Arrow Video Steelbook. It looks so weird on the shelf over there with all my other Arrow videos in this protector case in there. But I am going to be watching Desperado because I do love that movie. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Obviously, let me know what you're going to be doing. But good morning, everyone. I might not even have good audio today. I've just rambled for a good bunch of minutes here. Good morning, Dark Cloud. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Let's get you with that, everyone. The first thing this morning.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
everyone. Yes, good morning. Let's see. And Bush 4169, good morning from Minnesota. Nice. And good morning, Sith Brick. Good morning, brother. Howdy. Howdy doody. All right. Got the double on there. I probably said it wrong anyway. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. I just got word Orbit has shipped out my order for the limited edition Mortal Kombat Collection box set. Nice. I still got to put that order in. See, I thought I ordered that and Marlowe. I was super excited about Marlowe. I thought I ordered it. And then TJ got his Marlowe. And I was like, where's mine? And he's like, oh, they probably didn't ship it yet. I didn't order it. It's in the cart. I never pulled the trigger yet. So I got to place that order. And then I think I'm going to place that umbrella order this weekend. I'm going to do that because there's a few things I want. And it's cutting down to the FOMO of like, well, I might miss the big chunky boxes. And I want those. That's what I want. And I'm very close to the free shipping. I'm like $10 away. And so I don't really want anything else. And then anything else I might get, I was just like, it puts me up to like $250. And I'm like, that's just a ton of money for, a movie that I don't want. Like I want the ones that are in the cart that puts me at the 190 and I just don't know. So they're doing the buy one, get one sale. I don't know when that ends, but there's buy one, get one sale on a lot of stuff that we're talking like no slip covers, no special editions, just the bare bones discs. And I don't mind doing that sometimes, but it all depends on the title as well. But if it's going to put me over for the reshipping, I think I'm going to get a few of those. So I am going to put that order in. And then a few things are out. I don't know if I'm getting everything, but we're going to talk about all that stuff. There's some stuff I have in pre-order, some stuff I'm excited for. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. Let's see. Should be here next week, hopefully. Can't wait to watch Mortal Kombat in brilliant 4K for the first time. Yeah, I'm super excited about that as well. And TJ, good morning, brother. Good morning. I love the coffee. Love it. All right, brother. Gee. I went via Amazon, so I'll probably be here in a day or two. Nice. After release day. This week, I'm expecting What Dreams May Come. Yeah, that's such a good movie. Like I said, like I've said before, I love it, but it's such a... I don't know. It takes a lot out of me to watch that film. And so I'm not super excited to get the day one pre-order on the 4K, but I think it's going to be incredible. So I'll get it eventually. Just, I don't need it today, but oh man, I'm super excited. Like, I'm glad this stuff's coming out. And good morning, helpless heroes. Hola, amigos. Hello, friend. Hello, brother. And Jesse James. Morning, brother. Morning, brother. How are you doing? And Video Pro. Morning, brother. Good morning. How's that room coming along? Let's see. Let's see. Darren G. Been really enjoying the films of Yargos. Oh man, I hate this tiny thing. Can't read this stuff anyway. I'm horrible with pronouncing things, but it's hard to read when it's tiny. All right, see. Been really enjoying the films of Yargos Lanthimos. Watched Dogtooth, The Killing of the Sacred Deer last night. His films aren't for everyone, but if you want something different, they're worth seeing. Yeah, I have not seen Killing of a Sacred Deer. I hear good things about it, but I have seen Dogtooth, and that's not for me. So I didn't hate it, but like I don't think I need to rewatch it. Like that's the thing. But I don't mind. I like the Sacred of Killing, or yeah. The Killing of a Sacred Deer is something that it's come up quite a few times as recommendations. But also, if it's a heavy film, because I think Dogtooth is kind of heavy when you really think about it. If it's a heavy film, I'm not into heavy films for the summer. I'm trying to get into like super fun or like even this Hydra in the House. Like that's like the minimum of where I'm at for summer when it comes to like heavier films. And it's not heavy. It's just a psychological thriller where Gary Busey hides in their house and he's a little psychotic and then he falls in love with her. Like we've seen this story a bunch of times, but that's a good summer watch for me. Anything else like that, I'm kind of out for the summer. But the fall, I'm all in. Let's see. Yeah, Robin Williams is fantastic in that film. And that's the thing is he always gets the comedies. Like people bring up Patch Adams and Jack and, Jumanji and all the things that he's been in. Like, and those are great films. I'm not going to lie. They're great films. But when you have Robin Williams in serious roles, especially when he's the bad guy, I like it a lot more. Like 1 Hour Photo is something nobody ever talks about. Great film. He's kind of a loner. He works at the photo booth. and then he gets a little stalkerish. Yeah, it's good. Insomnia, and I think that's a remake. I'm pretty sure that's a remake, but Insomnia with him and Pacino, I think that's pretty good. I haven't seen it in years though, so I have to revisit that. I have to find it actually. I don't remember if it's one of the ones I owned, because like during that time in my life, I was like heavy buying into DVDs. I was living on my own, but I was also renting a lot of stuff. And so there's a lot of movies from that time period that I just haven't seen in such a long time. So the list of things that I saw and rented, like I've owned, might get a little blended, because like Insomnia, I feel like I owned it, but like I've never owned it since. And so maybe I didn't own it. Maybe I just rented it and forgot all about it. So there's that. There's another one. Oh, Final Cut. Final Cut is one of my all-time favorites with Robin Williams, and it's stuck on DVD. And that's a film where it's this future type movie, and there's these people that they get brain chips in their head, and it records everything their entire life from the time they're born to the time they die. And then on their death, then there's a person that's hired that watches all that stuff, edits out all the bad crap, and then presents it to the family for the funeral. And it's an interesting thing. And then there's this whole conversation. There's people against it, and people don't want it. But then in order to be a cutter, you can't have that chip. And it's just a cool story. I really do love that film. Jim Caviezel's in that, I believe. But yeah, that's one that like nobody ever talks about. Great Robin Williams film for sure. Let's see. What store did you go to for those? Me, what store did I go to? I went to Video, which is here in Colorado. And it is massive. Like I took a video of the outside of the building as I was walking in just to show how big it is. And then I took like from one end of the building to see it. And you can't even really see the other end of it, but you can see the lights in the ceiling, and it goes the whole way. And it's just aisles and aisles of shelves. Like to actually film a proper video there, it's impossible. It really is impossible. Like one, you don't want to record the people, but the other thing is like there's so much to look at. I never get to look at the entire thing. Like if I want to go look at Laserdiscs, I'm going to be there just for Laserdiscs that day. Like I'm not going to look at anything else. Like it's so ridiculous. But yeah, that's where I went. And Raffy. Hello people. Hello 80s mate. Hello brother. Hello, how you doing, brother? And Protest X. Good morning. Good morning, brother. Let's see. Oh, those are films. I haven't seen Poor Things yet. That's one I want to get into. And Nardkick. Morning, gentlemen. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Well, good morning, brother. I hope you have a good weekend as well. And I just assume everybody's a guy. So I say good morning, brother, to everybody. And I never know. So if I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, I never know. Unless it's like 100% obvious. You know, it's like one of those things. Anyone know how much I got to order on Viavision to get free shipping? It used to be $240. I think $240 used to be the thing. When you add it, like you go to Viavision Imprint's website and you just add the stuff to the cart and it'll tell you. But the thing is, they used to do it where you could switch it to US dollars and you could see it in real time. Now, as the last order I put in, you couldn't see it, the US dollars. So you had to just switch it. You just go to Google and just type in whatever X dollars equals whatever, but it'll show the international shipping there. It used to be $240, but I know the umbrella used to be $170 for free shipping, and then they just upped it to $2, and so that's why I'm like, I got to get something else now. So let's see. But I've also filled in some franchise holes like Jack Ryan, Blade, nice, Fast and Furious, Batman, 4K film, and X-Men Beginning Collection. Nice. Those are good pickups. Like that's the thing is like there's the Holy Grail things that are just expensive and you want to get, and those are great wins when you get them. And then there's just the expensive boutique label stuff that you just want to have in your collection, or the latest and greatest 4Ks. But there are so many times where I feel not even just better, but I feel really good about getting those one-off films or those hole fillers, like the things that I wanted to have in my collection. Maybe I've seen them before, maybe I haven't, but the things that everybody talks about, like the common movies, the things that you can get really cheap. I feel great about that because I've said this before, and I said it the other day. We were in Target, and I said it to my wife, and she just like told me I was stupid. But like I feel like us as guys, and this hobby is mostly guys. I know there's some girls here, and there's some, and so I'm not knocking the girls. So like, but it's mostly guys. And so when we get together and we're like, oh man, we're getting the new 4K Master of the Universe is coming on 4K. I pre-ordered it. Did you pre-order it? And like we have that conversation. It's no different than all the ladies that go to Target and they're like, I got the new scented candle this, and I got the Christmas blanket. Like it's the same thing. It's just we do it different. And so getting those hole fillers, getting the things that nobody really talks about, or finding the used stuff, like I think that is it not that it's better. I think it's just more fun sometimes. I think that's what it is. And the thing is like, and you're like, oh man, I just picked up Gladiator, and people are like, yeah, so I've had it for years. And I was like, well, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I do have Gladiator, don't get me wrong. That was the one that popped into my head. So when you have those like wins of things that are just hole fillers, I think it's real fun. Let's see. Have you guys seen The Furious? Such a good movie. No, The Furious. What did I see? Let's see. Maybe is it a new movie? Because if it's new, more than likely not. I don't watch a lot of new movies. But I am changing my mind on that. I am. So there's a few Furious that come up. So Furious from 2025, foreign film. Oh, that looks great. Father fights fiercely against ruthless kidnappers to save his abducted daughter. Yeah, I'm all in. Mandarin, Kung Fu. I'm into that. So if that's the one, I want to see it now. Oh, Furious, there's a TV show. So that's probably the one you're talking about. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm going to take a snapshot so I don't forget. There's that. And yeah, I'm all in on it. Thanks for that. And morning, Arthur. Morning, brother. Morning. How are you doing today? Let's see. Been on a summer kick already. Watched Meatballs last night. Gonna watch One Crazy Summer and Summer School tonight. Yeah, those are great picks. A few years ago, I did my summer list of films that I like to watch during the summertime, and all three of those films came up. So I've got a list, video, like an actual list. I don't know if I should do a top 10 or a 20, like go big and do a 25, but I want to do like, and it's not going to be the same list. Like, so the one I did a few years ago with summer recommendations, those are like staples. Maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't, but like they're the common ones. And like Summer School is one that I would say I love it, and it's a good one, but I just don't know if it gets talked about a lot. Like it's not super common, but it's a good one. But in that list, that's what I feel. I feel like that, and it was a big list. It was like 25 summertime picks, but they're like standards. I want to do something a little different this time, and because they're things I still watch in the summer, and so I'm gonna do that. But it's I guess you guys let me know what you want. You want 10 movies, like something that's easy to consume, or do you want like a big solid 25? Because I'm coming in on almost 4,000 movies now. So I have a lot to pick from. And I mean, like when I do 10, like I think like between people watching and then YouTube, they're like, yeah, this is pretty good. But like when I do 25, like that's when people are like, can you just write all of them down in the description? And I'm like, why would I do that? Like I'm a video guy. So I'm just like, if you don't want, like, you just Google it, if you want me to do that. So that's what I get sometimes when I do the bigger lists. But when the 10, like usually it seems to be cohesive for everybody, I guess. So yeah, let me know, because I got that coming up this week for sure. I'm not a fan of The Cable Guy. Jim Carrey was super annoying in it. See, that's the thing is I changed my mind on a lot of things. So I just recently picked up The Cable Guy, and we're going to talk about it. It's getting a 4K, I know. So I just picked up The Cable Guy for the first time in my collection. I might have had it on DVD back then. Like that's the thing is I might have had that one because like, my first wife, she was super into Jim Carrey and the dumb comedy stuff. And I wasn't, so I could have had it. I just don't remember if I did. But Cable Guy was one that I put off for so long. I finally got it I got the Blu-ray this year. The Blu-ray is incredible. And so with Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber, those Blu-rays, they, you know, there's a good quality jump going to the 4K. Like it's just you're gonna see it. Like the Blu-ray for Dumb and Dumber, there's no 4K for that yet, but the Blu-ray for Dumb and Dumber, there's room for improvement. With Cable Guy Blu-ray, it's incredible. And so I put it in my 4K player, which up converts to 4K, and so that does add to it. But it is an incredible picture all by itself on the Blu-ray. I just picked it up, and it's a steelbook, so I don't think I'm going to be picking that up, but I liked it. And that's the thing, is when it came out, I had that same mentality you did. I thought he was super annoying. I wasn't into it. All my friends were like all about Cable Guy, and I just remember it was one of those things I was like, that's fine. It's fine. I like some other films better, but watching it 20 something years later, 30 years, whatever, however long it's been, I really enjoyed it. And so that's one I would have got excited for if there was a standard edition, but I'm happy with my Blu-ray. I don't need to pick that up, but I get it. There's tons of films that I just don't get. And some films I've changed my mind on over the years. So we're going to talk about all that. But yeah, if you're not into it, man, I totally understand. Insomnia is great Christopher Nolan film waiting for a 4K. Yeah, that might be why my Christopher Nolan stands might be the reason I still don't have Insomnia in the collection. Did you watch the new Masters of the Universe flick in theaters? Caught 3 times already. Dolby Cinema, IMAX, and XL. Okay, so last week we were going to go see it, and my kid got grounded, and so I got punished and we couldn't go see it. And then we were going to go see it this weekend, but then some things happened, and then it was just better not. So I still haven't seen it, but I did pre-order it. And I did when I lived in Virginia, I had a whole thing about pre-ordering, and so I was against it. Like I stopped pre-ordering because it was creating more issues than anything else. But I've let some pre-orders back in. I started doing that because once we moved, my mail is less damaged. Now I still once in a blue moon still get things damaged, but when I lived in Virginia, everything was pretty much damaged unless I was ordering like in bulk and it was coming in a box. Like if it was just coming from simple Amazon in those little bubble mailers, 9 times out of 10 they were coming smashed. And so I just kind of stopped pre-ordering anyway. And then I was also like getting them super late, or like I had such a, like I've talked a million times about the things that I lost, like things that got sent to me late, it didn't happen, and then now they're lost. I'm out that money, and it's one of those, they're like, well, whatever, it got delivered. I don't live there anymore. Thanks. So I stopped pre-ordering back in Virginia, but I started again, and there are a few things that I got, but not everything. I'm not pre-ordering everything, but Master Universe, 100% pre-ordered, and Guyver 2, 100% pre-ordered, because it also is the new company they're launching. I do want to support, but I also want to make sure I get those because I do want those. But I did not see. And then so then the new Master Universe, I did pre-order that because I want to see it. I really do want to see it. I hear it's real good. If you make your way down to the Springs, we have a couple good physical media places. Oh, you live here? You live here in the area? Nice. I do have to try to do a meetup. I went to the Vinegar Syndrome store like a month or so ago, and I tried to do a meetup there, but then nobody showed up. But I was like, because like I get emails all the time. It's not that I'm just like, oh, I'm just popular YouTuber. I get emails that people are like, hey, I live in the area. You know, we should hang out, or we should do, like, and not all the time, but I have. And so different people. So I was like, I'll do that. So yeah, I was like, my wife's mentioned it a few times. Maybe we'll make a trip down there, because I know that I went to video here in Aurora, and then I've tried to go thrifting, because once in a blue moon I'll pick up a used movie, and then it'll have like the ARC thrift store sticker on it for like 99 cents. And I'm like, the one store I went to was a horrible store, and it didn't have any movies at all. And it was just super crazy busy, and everything just felt like junk. Like it didn't feel like anything was worth taking home. And so I was just like, I hear good things, but I just haven't found the right one yet, I guess. But yeah, it's like, I need to check that out. You can always email me too. Hit me up too. We can talk about that. Let's see. And Brent Madison, good morning, brother. Saw some great unboxings this weekend of the Universal Horror. Nice. Monsters of Curiosities, 1923 to 1960 Blu-ray Collector's Edition, 45 movies. Mine is on the way, as they're shipping now. Oh, is that the umbrella box? Maybe I'll just add that. Maybe I'll just go big with my umbrella order and then order nothing else and get that too. And then I'll get free shipping. Maybe I'll just do that. That's probably what I'll do. That's a nice, it's a big set. It's expensive. I want that though. I do want that. Oh man. The Furious was dope. Why so Bluetooth? Nice, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out for sure. And Blue Corner. The Furious is currently my most watched wanted watch since Motu have come and passed, but it's not showing in Denmark. Oh, that's sad, brother. Well, I'll watch it. I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Let's see. Catching the Death of Robin Hood tomorrow morning in theaters. Nice. Enjoy that, brother. Enjoy that. Yeah, it's nice to see some movies in theaters, but like it's harder for me to get to a theater because the way my wife's schedule works now, and she's got an hour commute in the morning and then on the way home. And so she gets home a lot late during the week. And so really Saturdays after the stream is like our only family free time to do stuff like that. But then she doesn't want to leave the house. And so I get it. So we did go yesterday because she was done early. And so we were able to do that yesterday. But most of the time it's just kind of not worth going. But yeah, I'd like to go. Let's see. I think it's interesting that the comedians are over the top when they are in a comedy film, but truly stand out when they're dramatic. Carrie, Truman Show, Williams, Vietnam, Sandler, Reign Over Me. Yeah, well, that's the thing is if you look at the psychology of comedy and comedians, they say that the best comedians are the most tortured souls. And so that would shine either way. And so that's the way I always look at it. Let's see. I love everything Jim Carrey does. So the Cable Guy Steelbook is a day one for me. And that's the thing. I don't think I love that Steelbook. It makes sense. I don't hate it, but like I'm not over the moon for it. But I'm glad if you're getting it, man, get it. I'm excited for you. Definitely day one pickup. The fight scenes are top tier. Yeah, I'm super stoked now. Definitely super stoked. Let's see. So 80s is the reason Motu is not doing great in cinemas. He didn't go. Yeah, that is 100% right. That is 100% right. I don't know. So here's the thing. And so real talk on that. Like sometimes like some of that stuff is inflated or over exaggerated. And it's like, so people talk about stuff, but I think it might not be doing well because I think the regular general audience, so you have your fans, like you have super fans, you have movie fans, you have people that are going to go see this film, but I think the general audience that would support it and pay money to go see this, that grew up in the 80s or 90s, or just, want to see a fun movie, I think they've been burnt out. They've been burnt so many times in the past decade of getting excited for something and then being disappointed. And then we've heard it for a decade now. And yeah, I get it. I figured that at some point they would. And the thing is, like, that's also always the argument. Like, you're like, this is just a kid's movie. Well, I think it's an everybody movie. I don't think that that's a kid's movie. And, so it's like I don't think it was directed towards kids. I think it was directed towards 80s kids. Like, I think there's that. But yeah, that's the biggest reason I don't think it's doing well, if it really is. But I understand some of that stuff. I just always felt that it gets exaggerated sometimes. Let's see. And Willow7A1. All right, Will. Good morning, brother. I really hate the business model of Sony and Disney with their 4K Steelbook only options. Yes, I am very vocal on that, and I've been skipping a lot of them or tracking down the foreign import where I can get that. I got my French Fight Club coming in too, so I'm super excited about that because it's not Steelbook. Wish they would give an option of 4K slipcover for all releases. I hope Toy Story 5 gets a 4K slipcover. See, Toy Story's so big, I think that it would. Like, maybe not right away, but like out of all the ones that have potential to come out right away, I would kind of think that they would on that one because they understand that Toy Story is bigger than just collectors. And I think there's that. So it's like, it's possible, but I, just guarantee that it's coming out with Steelbook. That's got to happen because they make more money on it. They've admitted it. But I hate it too. I've been very vocal on that. Just joined. The Cable Guy Steelbook isn't available to pre-order yet. No, I don't think it is. We'll double check on that. I've just been saying good morning to everybody, and we're having our morning conversation. But I'll get into that. Yeah, we've been running 30 minutes. Let's let's dive into the stuff I'm stoked for and the pre-orders and everything that we're here for. Oh, and I do have that before I get super into it. So for the we have new channel member, and I almost forgot. So we have a new channel member today. Well, let's see. We have a new channel member and a returning channel member. So welcome both of you. But let's see. J Weems 10. J Weems 10. Welcome, brother. And let's hit you up with the channel member video. Yes. Welcome everybody. Let's see. Share the screen. And so, yeah, the things that I'm excited for, stuff I'm stoked to not only talk about, but I want to get in my collection. We're going to talk about that right now. Let's fix this here. All right. So there's some of the stuff. And then we got to talk about the rumors. There's some rumors over on Twitter. We're going to talk about that as well. But the very first thing we're going to talk about is the Toy Robot pre-orders. They are up. And so the site isn't up. Let's see, make sure I'm sharing this. Okay. So yeah, the site isn't up now, but you can get this through Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD, some of the other places that you can buy stuff online, but also Amazon. And the nice thing about Amazon is you don't have to pay up front. So if you are pre-ordering heavy, and this is coming out in September. And so I understand for some people, it's hard to part with money now and then wait all the way till September. At least with the Amazon one, you don't have to pay up front. But other than that, I think that if you go the other route with Orbit DVD, Diabolic DVD, you're going to get it shipped to you in a better package, more protected, and more than likely not damaged at all. So that also is something. So for these pre-orders, these are the things that I took advantage of. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff launching. So Marshmallow, again, I don't know anything about these Asian cinema films here. I don't know if I need any of them either. But the ones I do know I need are Master Universe and Guyver 2. So those two things, they're 100% pre-ordered. I want those. And I just talked about it this morning. I'm going to watch Guyver again. I do love that film. I have not seen Guyver 2 since I was a kid. So we're talking, I was probably, I don't know, 13, 14 in that range. It just happened to be a Saturday afternoon. Both films were playing back to back on cable TV. And that was my first introduction to it. I didn't know about the anime or the manga or any of that stuff. What I knew was that was really cool. It was right up my alley. Mark Hamill was in it. And I just absolutely loved it. Rubber monster suits. And another thing, I get people aren't into that stuff, but I am. And so Guyver 2, 100% my thing, but it's just, I have not seen it since that time frame. So like been a long time. So that one, but Motu, Master Universe, I watch this regular, and it is definitely something I enjoy having. The umbrella, I have the big umbrella chunky box set edition. It's one of my all-time favorites. And so, yeah, that's 100% coming home with me. And I did get the 4K version. So that's what I have on pre-order. I got to double check now, but I'm pretty sure that's what I have. So we have that. And then Mars Attacks 30th anniversary. This is something that I just recently picked up the Blu-ray a few years ago. Like I found it at Walmart and I found it cheap. So this is going to be an easy upgrade for me. I do love it. And I actually kind of dig this cover. So I'm into it. So I have this on pre-order because I don't want to miss out. But I did see the chunky box, the Zavvi UK edition, and sometimes I opt for those. I don't know if I'm going to opt for this. Like, I think I might. It depends on how bad TJ convinces me that I need to buy this. But Mars Attacks, I think this is great. It just ties in with the whole 50s theming and the whole feel and vibe. I just love this. So we have that. And then, yeah, I absolutely love it. What I hate, obviously, I talk about all the time, the double banner. So you have the 4K Ultra HD case, and then you have the banner there. It's not a big giant silver stripe like they usually do, so I guess that's better. But they do have the UK big chunky box set, which is this steelbook art because the steelbook's in there. And then there's a they're doing the same thing that Lionsgate does. So it's the clear, and once you remove it, her head is gone, and it's the alien head in the dress. And I think that's pretty sharp. Ties in with the film. and you're just getting the big chunky box set. So so far, I don't think I'm getting that chunky box set. I think Mars Attacks on 4K is perfectly fine. I talked about this recently. I'm skipping The Saint because it's Steelbook only. I love the film, high recommend, but I think I just don't want to do the Steelbook. I just had to rebuy the Blu-ray because my Blu-ray was missing in the move, and the Blu-ray looks really good, and I got it for $11, so that's fine. And this is the one I'm kind of a little salty about. So this one, I've talked about this as well. Another Steelbook only, Enemy at the Gates. I love this film. When we talk about World War II films, I love this one because it's different. It's not the same exact stories or in the same area of the world. This happens in Russia, and it's just a great story altogether. But one of my all-time favorites, and I've had this pretty much since I first ever saw it. I had it on DVD, Blu-ray, and I would have had it on the 4K, but I'm just not going to do the Steelbook only on this as well. And then so hopefully another version comes out another day. You're getting a new 4K restoration of the film and Dolby Vision HDR presentation, but no upgraded audio. It seems doesn't seem like there's any upgraded audio, which this film could benefit from a nice Atmos track, but they can't always do that depending on what elements are available and how it was. Sometimes they can't just remix it. So I understand that as well. But that's one, if there was an Atmos track, I would probably lean, into probably breaking that no Steelbook rule because I do love the film and I think Atmos would shine there. But if not, it's still, I think my Blu-ray is good. So there's that. Talked about that stuff, but here's one that we haven't talked about. So I have this. I don't think I'm going to upgrade because my copy's inside of a giant box set, and so it's an imprint box set for Blu-rays I bought years ago, and it's Johnny Handsome. So I love this one, but this is a film that almost never gets talked about. So Johnny Handsome, there's a robbery gone wrong, if I remember. His face gets messed up, and then he gets a face transplant, and then he goes on revenge. And so it's a cult film for sure. At the price point here for this Cult Classics line from Studio Canal for £23, not a bad deal. I do love the film, but I also think my Blu-ray looks pretty good for what it is. But yeah, this is a high recommend. If you haven't seen it, Walter Hill, you really can't go wrong there. Walter Hill, Mickey Rourke, Morgan Freeman, Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, great film. But there's getting a Blu-ray and a 4K for the UK. And I don't dislike the artwork. Again, I've been very critical lately on the modern artwork, which looks a little AI or a little too much. And maybe this isn't. And so every time I say that, somebody's like, well, actually, this is the artist. I don't know that it is, but it just has that feel and vibe. But I've been very critical of not having painted movie posters anymore. And this is a combination of both. It has the painted movie poster feel with the big heads and stuff. So it's better than what we've gotten in the past. And I think it's better than what's on my Blu-ray. So there's that. And talked about Popeye last week and Michael. So my daughter saw Michael. So this is something we're going to end up buying. I was kind of saying I didn't want to get it. I'm going to get it now. She was super excited. She loves Michael Jackson. She's loved his music from the time she was little. And she's still little, but she loves Michael Jackson, loves this movie. And I have never seen her like sit down and watch it. She's always busy and always trying to do stuff and always trying to react or act out the movie and while it's playing. Like she's always had that. But this, she sat down on the floor as close to the TV as possible, like grinning from ear to ear from beginning to end of the film. And so, yeah, that's something we're going to have because it just kind of brought a smile to my face. But I liked that one. And I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a good film for sure. So we have that. Let's dive into the chat. Let's see. Let's see. I pay for Disney Plus, so I don't buy physical Disney films. Well, I mean, I don't try to do the streaming stuff. And when I have it, like we have Amazon because I do the Amazon shipping, and I never even think to use it. And so TJ's been breaking my chops recently because I still haven't watched the Spider Noir thing, and I just haven't. And I just want to go to my shelf. It's a library. I go to my shelf. I have that whole video rental store feeling. I pick it up, I check it out, I watch it. And so it's one of those things. It's like, if they ever put it out on disc, I will buy it. Like, that is the thing. But to think to stream it, I just don't. And I've had kids. I had kids early. I'm in my 40s now. I had kids in my early 20s, and I have kids that are all grown up now and gone to college and done their thing. So I've had the Disney films in my collection forever. But if I didn't have the family and the kids, like I've said before, like I think there's like 2 or 3 I would own, and the rest I don't need. What do we got? Let's see. Why so Bluetooth? I think the MVD shop has the best pre-order prices for those toy robot releases. Amazon's are higher, but I'm sure they'll go lower at some point. Yeah, that's the thing, is they give you that like false secure. I think it's false. The whole thing's false. They show you a higher price, you pre-order it, and then they go, well, if it ever goes lower, we'll just refund your money. And then I don't ever keep track of that anyway. So it's like, maybe I'm not charged the right amount. You never know. I never know, because I order stuff and I'm like, well, it looks like it's lower. And so there's that. But yes, I think it's nonsense. But yeah, all the other places, I think they're going to be a more true realistic price what you're going to get, because most of those places charge right up front, and so to have to refund money, they don't like to do that. So I think that's going to be the actual price of those for sure. Good ARC stores. Oh, morning, Mark. Morning, brother. Chambers and Hampton. Hampton. Yeah. Okay. I'll check those out. Yeah, because around here, I was not impressed. But I mean, I was specifically looking for movies. And so if I was probably looking for something else, it might have been fine. Motu is definitely a Gen X 80s kids film for sure. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. And then like some of the people that have been angry about it, like I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm going to see this. I'm super excited. And Blue Corner. See, there's good and bad things in Motu 26. But the few things I had problem with, I could overlook, and I really enjoyed the movie. Yeah, that's the thing, is like just seeing the trailer. I already know that you can pick it apart, you can argue it, you can dissect the entire thing, but it still looks fun. So it's one of those things. Like I get it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. There's just 0 point to go to theaters anymore when you can just rent the movie on a smart TV for $7 plus tax. Yeah, but see, the thing is, and I get it. And I've said for a long time, like I'm in my 40s now, like I feel like going to the movie theater is a kid's, game, or a young man's game, because like that's what I did when I was a kid. My dad stopped going to the theater. Like he went to the theater a lot, and then he stopped going to the theater in his 40s, and he had more movies, and I was like, I will go if it's a movie like Motu, like the Masters Universe, like a movie that I want to see, like, because that's an event, like that feels special. And going to the cinema is an event. Like when I was a kid, I was going every weekend, and that's not an event. That's just kind of a thing you do because it's part of your lifestyle. But now it is a little harder to get to the theater. And then when we go, like it is expensive. And so it really just kind of feels like, well, for the amount that I spend in this theater, I can own this on 4K. Plus maybe get, all the snacks and all the stuff that we got too, and then have some extra, because it's expensive now. But it's not even about the price. It really is about the event. And then in the past decade, the few times that I did go to the theater, I kind of felt gypped. I felt like I didn't get my money's worth. Like the movie wasn't that great. And I just kind of felt like the advertising lied to me. And then the thing was over expensive, and just kind of felt wronged. But, certain movies like that, I'll go see. I have gone to see old films, like things from the 80s and 90s that they re-put in theaters. I'll go see those any day because I know I love them. I'll support, because it is about the event. Like I have no problem. Like I did not need to see Ninja Turtles in theaters, but I did. And I did not need to see Christmas Vacation in theaters because I've seen it 100 million times, but I went to see it and it was so much fun. So I totally get your perspective, but I look at it as an event. Now, if I was in my 20s, I would probably be seeing a lot more movies in theaters because I'm probably, I'm by myself. It's one of those things too. Theaters are only worth it on Tuesdays or with a subscription. Yeah, I was like, I never really got into that subscription either, but I heard that they were doing it. I didn't know they were still doing it. And good morning, MC. I I love the scene for V for Vendetta. Yeah, anytime we get new channel members, whether it's a channel member for YouTube or the Fourth Wall memberships, if we do any of those, I play it on the live stream. So that is, it's my all-time favorite. I love V for Vendetta. I love it so much. I actually have the graphic novel on display next to the 4K on my boutique label shelf over here. So I do love that film. Let's see. Did you see that Criterion is teasing the Kubrick box set? Yes. But the three films that they were teasing, like I love Shining. I don't have Clockwork Orange. What was the other film? Because I felt like there was one film I didn't need. Like I didn't need, or I didn't want, or I didn't like. There was like something about that. And so the other films I have. So like the box set I'm excited about, but like, I don't remember what it was. Oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey was the other one. I haven't. I don't feel the need to get that box set because that's included. I have the film, and while I think it's it looks incredible on your system, it's definitely a reference disc, video and sound. I think it looks great on my end. But that's also a film like I almost never revisit it. Like it's one of those things like I think I only have it in my collection because it's a reference disc and how great it looks. And I'll watch it again, but it's one of those things like probably every 5 years or so I watch it. And don't think I could justify, or I don't think if that's the three movies that they're giving us for Criterion, I don't think I'm all in. But I do like Criterion. I do like Kubrick. I like The Shining as one of my all-time favorite Kubrick films. So yeah, that would, if it was Criterion only single edition, 100% I'd grab it. Yeah. I guess I could always buy the box set and separate them, I guess. Let's see. Picked up Mars Attacks on Blu-ray. And I'm so sad to announce that it wasn't for me. Oh man. Oh, it's man, I get it. Like the thing is like not, I say all the time, not all movies are made for everyone, but there's a movie for you. And so, I get it. When I was a kid and Mars Attacks came out, I was excited for it. And then when I watched it, that's another one. Like I thought it was pretty good, but then I just got it in my collection just a few years ago because it was $10 at Walmart. And then on that rewatch, I enjoyed it. And so there's also that too. Like I do feel like people's tastes change. And I'm not exactly 100% sure how or why that happens, because I know in like food, my tastes have never changed. But when it comes to like movies, I think I've grown or matured, or I've been getting a lot more of the raunchy comedies and dumb schlocky things. So maybe I dematured, but either way, like there's always that. But I get it, man. If you're not into Mars Attacks, I totally get it. Let's see. Oh, nice. Eraser 4K was great. I'm super excited about that. I did not get it. I pre-ordered it, but not the standard version. I got the chunky edition from UK. I got that pre-ordered through Orbit. And so whenever that ships, I'm super excited for it. That is definitely probably one of my most anticipated purchases of the year. But the thing is with that one, that's funny because it comes up a lot of times on films that are just underrated or forgotten about. And I'm like, how did people forget about Eraser and how is it underrated? I was like, but I understand, like we're in a community and there's a like-minded and there's collectors and there's that. And we also kind of grew up, a lot of us, not everybody, but a lot of us grew up around the same time. And so there's also that. So, but it comes up a lot of like times where like it's underrated or forgotten about. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I love it though. It's one of my favorites. The one that's underrated, and I won't shut up about it, I think is The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that one's great. I think it's underrated, and I don't think it gets talked about enough, but I know I bring it up a lot. So there's also that. But Eraser, I thought everybody loved it. Let's see. I'm not a steelbook nut, so there will be more for me to buy with you folks not buying them 80s. Nice. Yeah, well, enjoy. Definitely picking up Johnny Handsome. Love Walter Hill films. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with Walter Hill. Like, there's definitely some directors and actors where I'm like, it's good. But like that, yeah, that's 100% great for me for sure. Let's see. Criterion's Kubrick box set will probably have the same 4Ks as the ones. Yeah, that's I'm thinking it's the same thing. So I don't need them, but I do like the Criterions. I like sometimes, if it's the same, then there's almost no point, especially if there's no extra special features, new stuff. There's no point unless you're just a Criterion nut and you want to have it, or you don't have those films. So yeah, that is another thing. Definitely. And it also depends on what else is. If it's just those three, like, yeah, I would rather have them individually if that was the case. See, Fidelity in Motion is supposedly working on Kubrick's set for Criterion. I hear great things. And so, yeah, more than likely you get a better encode, a better disc. But even then, I have had issue with the best possible encoding and the better, and just that everyone like praising it. What was the last one that I felt burnt on was the Overboard disc. It was put out by Severin, which I felt was also weird for Overboard, but that was the claim, that it was a better encode, and people were like, night and day difference. You can see it. I spent the time going back and forth to my Blu-ray after I bought that thing, because I think it was like $30 on a movie I already owned and a Blu-ray, not a 4K. And going back and forth, like switching, I could not see a difference. Like I just felt that they were the same. I kept the Severin and I donated my other Blu-ray, but like that, like if I already have the 4K, I was like, maybe it's a great encode. Maybe it's going to be a great disc. I just don't know if it's going to blow it out of the water, or if I could actually even see the difference. Now you also have to see, like, I'm getting older, and like that is one of the things that people say is, with your eyes going, I've had bad eyes my entire life. And so like, those little tiny little details, like, you don't see that stuff anymore. That's why I have a big TV. Yeah, that's a 100% thing. Like, it's great. If you didn't own all of them already, it would be 100% a day one. Like that's reality. I have them all, and like I said, like 2001: A Space Odyssey is one I just don't feel like I need to double dip on. If there was some other things that I didn't have, like I don't have A Clockwork Orange. I have it on VHS, but I never got the Blu-rays or the 4Ks. So yeah, that would be a nice bonus for sure. Let's see. Violent Neon. Good morning, brother. I really want the Arrow Jackie Chan box set, but I can't justify $140. Yeah, I have that coming too. I need that. I need to get that. So, yeah, it's expensive. But like, I want all those discs. I don't have a lot of the Jackie Chan stuff. I have a few titles, but I don't have all those. And so I'm excited for it. No, for sure. But I get it. That's expensive. That's a big price tag. But there's also like, unless it could sell out. So I'm not pushing FOMO. But if it doesn't sell out, like I suspect, like Black Friday's coming, there's going to be a sale at some point. It's just one of those things. Like if it goes on sale, not only are the people that didn't get one are going to try to grab it up as fast as possible, but then you have scalpers. So then scalpers are trying to grab it to then flip it for triple the price or double the price of what the normal price is. So that's one of those things. Like I would be looking like a hawk if you're going to miss out on it and wait for a sale just in case. That's it. I'm going to skip down for a few of these. Let's get caught up here. They forgot about it because it was erased. Nice. I love that. I do love that. Let's see. I think the Criterion Kubrick set is going to be 10 plus films, similar to the PTA box set for last year. So the Paul Thomas Anderson set I didn't get, but it looked like a decent set for sure. I just hope that 100% it's like individual discs in a box. Like that's what I love. I love that. So if they're going to give us that, then I would be tempted. I would be very tempted. If we're going to get 10 films, Kubrick, and it's going to be expensive. It's going to be over $200. Like that's an easy, expensive, ask, I guess. But if it's coming in like those digipacks and they do multiple discs and stuff, I'm out. I'm 100% out. I want individual discs, and it's fine for me because I don't mind displaying bigger things, but I've said before, like even my Bruce Lee Criterion that I have, that's in a digipack. There's like 8 discs in there or something. It's like some ridiculous number, and they're offset. So there's a disc here, and then there's a disc like here, and there's a space between them. I hate that because then I'm fumbling with the discs to then find a place to set that down, to then fumble the disc, to then get. I'm over it. It feels like too much work. I want individual discs, and so. I get it, but yeah, I might be out on that if that's the case. But anyway, and you only talk about it every 3rd or 4th day. Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, you can't go wrong. All right, so anyway, let's dive back into this. So we got some other stuff to talk about. So what am I excited for? Talked about that. I don't know if I need any of this stuff. What's this? What have you done to Salon? Salon? I have not seen this. What is this? From 72. I do like 70s cinema. This looks like some 70s horror. And it looks like foreign horror. I don't think I need it. Horror, mystery, foreign. I could watch it. I just don't know if I need it. That's the thing. I don't know if I need it. And some of this stuff is starting to creep up there in price. And to blind buy a lot of it, I don't know. Let's talk about this one. So this is a cult classic that Discotheque Media is announcing. So it's the Kyoto Connection, or Journey to Japan. Now, I have always been a Christina Lindbergh fan since I was a kid, because I was a teenager and she pretty much did all those sexploitation films in the 70s. And so this is one that I've had for years, or I've watched for years, but then I finally picked up this DVD at some point. And the thing is, the original movie poster on here, and you can see, I'm not going to zoom in, but well, I can zoom in. So looking at they digitally gave her more clothes. And for this cult film here, this DVD, they also gave her more clothes. I'm pretty sure the original movie poster, you get to see a lot more of her chest. She's still wearing a shirt, but it's definitely like almost bare breast. And so this one is basically barely covering. And so this is the DVD. The DVD is fine. It's a cult classic. It's not been restored. It has that 70s look. It totally is fine. But the fact that we're getting a Blu-ray, I don't know. Let's see. Is it been restored? Journey to Japan. It's releasing a whole bunch of stuff, but Journey to Japan doesn't say that it's been restored. So if it's just this put on Blu-ray, I mean, it technically, like those times where they do that, it's like a little bit better. But if it's not been restored, then I don't necessarily know if it's worth it, unless you just don't buy DVDs at all. This is I wouldn't say it's a hard watch, but it's a cult film, and it's a weird one. So she gets off a plane in Japan. She gets into the wrong car. She thinks she knows the guy. She doesn't know the guy. He is a loner. He's also sex addicted. He also chains her up and assaults her a bunch of times until she enjoys his company. And then she escapes his house. And then she goes to a bar where she's assaulted again. And then some lady videos it. And then she leaves to only find the original guy that had kidnapped her, kind of, but she got into his car. And then she falls in love with him. And then you find out the real reason she's in Japan. It's a weird cult film. And it's something that I just, I've been watching since I was a kid. And it's not for everybody. It's definitely not. But Christina Lindbergh, like I've watched pretty much any film I could get my hands on from when I was a kid with her in it. So there's that. A lot of anime stuff. I don't know anything about that. And Kamen Rider. What is this? Kamen Rider. It looks like, is this animated or is this live action? If this is live action, these were fun back then. Let's see. Kamen Rider. After swooping in to save a scientist on the run, Hiroshi's life is suddenly burnt to the ground by nefarious Neo Shocker, the masterminds behind Mirrid. I could totally watch this. If this is 100% live action, like I used to love that stuff when I was a kid. So this I know nothing about, but I could totally watch that for sure. We got that, and the Black Cat's getting a 45th anniversary from Severin Films. I might have to actually watch this finally. I've not seen this. So 1981 Black Cat. No, I don't think I've seen this. Was this one? Yeah, foreign horror thriller. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it comes up often enough where it's stuck into my head. I might have to watch that eventually. But you're getting exclusive new 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative, HDR presentation of the film, and as far as special features, looks like you're getting stuff on the Blu-ray, which is great. We got that. And Cable Guy. Let's see, this is one. So again, when I heard the rumor that it was getting announced, it was shortly after I had purchased the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looks amazing. So if you don't need this Steelbook, the Blu-ray is good. But this, you're going to get HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos. So you're going to get the better stuff, and potentially this can look absolutely amazing. But going from between the two, I'm telling you that Blu-ray is probably a reference Blu-ray. So there's that, and it is Steelbook. If this was a regular standard, I would be all in. So I don't think I love it. Like, it makes sense, but it's just a collage of TVs with them in the TV. Like, I don't think it's like super imaginative and super difficult. I could do that. Like, that's where I feel like I don't think there's any artistic into this. But I mean, if you like it, enjoy it. I don't think it's a great looking Steelbook. Like, that's where I'm at with it. And the thing is, there are just images we've seen, like this image of him holding the cable, like that's from the original artwork. We've seen it before. So, and then I don't know. But I'm like, what could you have done for the Steelbook? I don't know. I'm not an artist. I'm just saying I don't love it. That's where I'm at with it. But I get it. People are going to be all about this. There's going to be a lot of people that are grabbing this. If I didn't have the Blu-ray, it would be tempting. But I do have the Blu-ray. Now, here's a film. I've seen this. Now, I have not seen the original, but I have seen this. And so this is Maniac. This is a remake of the original one. And I don't know if it's a good remake or not. I've only seen this one. I didn't hate it. I just never bought it. I kind of forgot all about it until they announced this. So Elijah Wood, Nora Ards, I don't know how to say that, Arnzender. I like the art, man. I like it. I like the color tones. It works. I've seen the film. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. You're getting HDR presentation of this film, audio commentary, and looks like all the stuff we've had before. So it doesn't seem like anything new, but I don't have this in my collection, so I would. Maybe I should see the first one. Maybe I should see the original, I guess. But this came out in 2012. This is one of those rare movies that I caught in 2012 while I was on deployment. I guess that's about the time I saw it. So, yeah, this comes out sometime in the summer. I don't think I need it day one, but it's something I want to get to my collection for sure. Let's see. I saw a comment on there about the butterfly effect. I agree with you. That is one of my favorites. I don't think it gets talked about enough, but I love that film. Let's see. Beatboxing. Thanks, buddy. Oh, nice. Saved him some money. Nice. Enjoy that. See, FYI, the 4K of Paramount Better Man the 4K of Paramount Better Man 4K Blu-ray has been out of print for like 6 months or more and is going for $150 usually. Glad it's back in print. I never saw Better Man. I never did. I don't even know if it was like worth. Well, one, I wouldn't pay that out of print price, but I don't know. Maybe it was like a one and done. I kind of remember the trailer, but I never got on that one. But here we go. This is the one I saw. Butterfly Effect needs a 4K. I'm not sure if I should wait or just buy the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is good. But I would definitely get that one. I would get a 4K day one. Buy it used. Just go to eBay and buy it used. That's the thing. Or depending, like, I don't know what the price is on Amazon. Like, it's a great film. High recommend. Like, that's one I never would have a problem double dipping. I had it on DVD. I've had it on Blu-ray. So yeah, I would definitely get that one. Let's see. Butterfly. And then $8, $9 on Amazon. That's my rule. If it's under $10 on a Blu-ray and then the 4K comes out, I'll get it. But if it's $10 or more, then I don't. But yeah, $9, that would be an easy pickup. Amazon's got them right now. But that's one I've never seen the sequels, but it was so good at the time and popular at the time. It spawned sequels, and so I see them every now and again when I'm out thrifting and stuff. I'll see the DVD of the second one. I don't know how many there were, but there's at least a second one. And morning, Jeff. John Doe Juggalo. Morning, 80s. Or yo, 80s. Yo, brother. Yo. Let's see. And why would I want to watch a raunchy film like this? It's slop. I like raunchy comedies. The thing is, like, not every movie is made for everybody, but there's a movie for you. And so I get it, man. I get it. Not every... The thing is, I have an eclectic taste in film, and so I get not everybody's into that. And so I've said before, I get the exact same enjoyment I got out of watching Talladega Nights that I would out of watching an old Charlie Chaplin film. Like, to me, it doesn't change. Like, I still get the enjoyment. Now, there's films I don't like, so there's that. But, like, I spend a good portion of my life, especially when I was an early dad and I had my kids. I was like, I'm too old for this. I don't need raunchy comedies. But I laugh at them. I've been dying watching some of that stuff lately. So if you don't need it, I get it. But my thing is, and the thing is, like, there's gatekeepers in every hobby, every community, and everything. And so, like, when I talk about certain films, like, I love, and I'll say them all the time, but I talk about certain films that I love, and people are like, oh my God, that's just garbage or trash. Not everything has to be Citizen Kane. And I've said that before, like, it doesn't. And so there's a movie for everybody. I just picked up some old DVDs, and I get, like, the argument of why they're stuck on DVDs. People don't like them. I think that's nonsense. But the thing is, they're not for everybody. If I put out a list of some of the DVDs I just picked up, and I was like, these are the greatest films ever, like, half the people would be like, you're nuts. I like them. That's the point. And so, yeah, I get it. If you don't need it, brother, I get it. I get it. Oh, here we go. Better Man was so good. Well, I might check it out, man. I might check it out. I just didn't think I needed it. The Cable Guy Steelbook is 30th anniversary Steelbook. It's coming home with me. Nice. Enjoy that, brother. Enjoy that. For sure. Let's see. What do we got? Let's dive back into this. Okay, so yeah, Butterfly. Oh yeah, Butterfly Effect, $9. Yeah, pick that up. Pick that up. But also know that it could go out of print. It could go. When did Butterfly Effect come out? Let's see. Came out in 2012. Yeah, I could say that it could use a new. 2012 was still the early days of Blu-ray and codes and stuff. So, like, there's definitely room for improvement even on the Blu-ray. So yeah, that would be one I would 100% grab on 4K day one for sure. All right, what do we got here? What is this? Take Care of My Cat, 25th anniversary. What is this? Oh, this is what is this? Let's see. Came out in 2001. Foreign drama coming of age. Okay, I don't need that. I don't mind coming of age films, but I'm less likely to get into the foreign coming of age films for sure. Now, this is something maybe I knew about this, but somehow I didn't think I knew about this because I was excited. I text TJ and he's like, "Yeah, we've already had season 1 and 2. Season 3 of Reacher's coming out." Now, I watched that first season. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm glad that this is coming from Paramount to physical media. I think that's great. And so, if you like the show, I would support it, get it through here. I just, I don't know. I watched the first season. I thought it was pretty good, but it's also something I'm just kind of glad that we're getting physical copies of these TV shows. I think that's awesome. And so I might have to go back and pick those up. I don't know if it's worth watching. Like I said, I liked the first season, but I don't do the streaming thing. So it was kind of painful to do the streaming thing to watch the first season. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and here, this is one I'm super excited about. It is on pre-order 100%. I like this film. Now, this is another one. It's probably not for everybody. It's a thriller, and it's from 91. So the 90s were huge on thrillers, and we don't get movies like this anymore. And the thriller, if you're not really familiar with them, I mean, I'm sure you are, but if you're not familiar with them, they're like almost horror. Like they have that same vibe. I keep them in the same shelf. Like my whole entire horror shelf at the very bottom is all my thrillers. And it has this vibe to it. I love these films. But Rutger Hauer, Natasha Richardson, Past Midnight, a chilling love story. So in this film, he gets out of prison after 15 years because he killed his wife. But then he meets this girl, and I don't remember what she was, but she starts to fall for him and believe him, and that he was framed and it wasn't there. So I love this. This is going to be an easy day one pickup for me, and it comes out in August. So I think the price is a little bit high for that, but it's going to go down to Amazon. So $20-$23 in that range, I think, is perfectly fine for one of these newer movies or older movies put out day one for Blu-ray. I think that's fine. But yeah, this is an easy pickup for me. I love that film, and I don't have it in the collection. Now this one, what is this? Fresh Horses. Molly Ringwald's in this. Let's see. I've never seen this one, but it's in that same kind of vibe, probably. Molly Ringwald, Andrew McCarthy, Fresh Horses. I like both of them, but I always think of Andrew McCarthy when I think of Weekend at Bernie's. Let's see. Blu-ray release of David starring Molly. The release of which, what is this? What is this about? An engineering student becomes bored with his wealthy fiancée and breaks off the engagement with her, and he falls for a mysterious teenager he meets at a house party out in the country. Oh, this is just a drama? I got to see it, though. I got to see it. I'm excited. So I'm going to be grabbing that one as well. I'm excited about that one. A lot of the stuff, because that's been the conversation for years, is we don't have this film and we don't have that film. And these things are stuck on DVD. And, again, these films are probably not for everybody. But, now that this is over here, House of Wax, I also need this. I had this in the collection. I don't have it in the collection. I need to pick that up. So there's that. But yeah, Fresh Horses, easy pickup for me. Now, this I'm excited for. So I missed out on this before, because I had Suspiria. I didn't realize this was the remake. So Imprint put this out before in I kind of think they did a chunky box as well, but this looks like a slip box with just the steelbook for Suspiria. And I missed out on it. I had it on 4K. So I thought that's what it was. I thought it was the original Suspiria. So I've never seen this one. This is the 2018 version. So I'll be trying to get this one. And it's a steelbook, but it comes in the hard box, slipcase, lenticular. I like those, and that's the only way I'll get that. So I do like that. 3 discs with a mini poster. I don't care about the mini poster, but I did like Suspiria. But I also get it's a weird one. And so I was like, I would never call it a masterpiece, but some people do. But I am interested in watching that one for sure. Let's see, what is this? And we're getting a 55th anniversary of Big Jake on 4K. So I do like Westerns sometimes. I don't like them all, but John Wayne usually for me is a pretty good Western. So I'll watch this. I don't know if I need it. It's coming out of Kino Lorber. So it's definitely on my radar for sure. That. And then these coming out of Imprint. I'm actually kind of excited for these. Now these I think are foreign films. Let's see. From the 60s. Oh, I do like that. Big chunky box sets. So you got Danger Diabolic. And yeah, foreign film. What is this? Criminal mastermind drama set in swinging 60s. Diabolic is a super thief. Oh, I do like that too. Who enjoys causing as much confusion and mayhem to authorities as he can. Sounds like a comic book thing. Residing in underground lair. Yeah, underground lair where he plans his next moves, accompanied by a voluptuous girlfriend, Diabolic, soon incurs the wrath of other underworld figures. Yeah, I'm all in on that. That sounds fun for a foreign film. I'm excited. So yeah, there's that one. And this one, Hercules and the Captive Women, Hercules and the Haunted World. So 2 films, 1 big chunky box. Always a fan of that. And with this one, it doesn't seem like it's a foreign film. Okay. So this one, no synopsis. Australian label is putting this out, and they're from the 60s. Okay, I'm all in anyway. That just seems fun. Yeah. So that's what you're getting there. Here we go. Two separate discs inside the chunky box. I love it. Oh yeah, you're getting stop motion animation, fantasy. This is 100% for me. I am all in. Mario. Oh, so this one is a foreign film. Mario Baba's Hercules. I'm in for sure. I think that's it. All right, what's this? The second best secret agent in the world, coming out from Kino Lorber. I'm interested from the 60s, but it's something I've never seen. I don't know what this is about. Tom Adams. No synopsis either. Okay. So yeah, I'm all in on all that stuff. But then let's close this out real quick. We'll dive back into the chat, but I will go to Twitter and see what the rumors are. X. I'm going to always call it Twitter. I'm just saying. All right, let's see. Okay, hold on. Take Care of My Cat is actually a very good movie. Okay, I'll check it out. Scott says. I was like, like I said, I don't know, coming of age films and especially foreign films. Like some of them are fine. But I'll check it out now. I will. Paramount is pretty good at that. They announced that the new Yellowstone Marshals will be getting a physical release as well. Nice. I'm glad. Oh, I've been itching to watch Butterfly Effect. Just ordered it. It's so fun. If you haven't seen it, it's a good. I say fun. It's a good film, and that's why I think it's fun because it's. Not a hard watch, but it feels a little serious at sometimes, but it's sci-fi and it's so different. Like we've seen types of this story before, but the way they did this one, I think Butterfly Effect is fantastic. Let's see. Darren G. Never seen Suspiria. I want to watch the original version. The original version on 4K, I think, looks incredible, but it is weird. And trying to, there's super fans of the film, and they try to argue, and that's how it was introduced to me. Like, this is the greatest film ever. This is a masterpiece. I like it, but it's weird. And then you actually listen to the director talk about it. Like, he was on drugs when he made the film, and he can't tell you what it's about. Like, so there's that. And so the people are like, you just don't understand it if you don't get it. I was like, then explain it to me. And so it's weird, but I enjoy it. And so I am interested in that second one. So I've seen the original quite a few times. I have it in my collection, and it looks great on 4K. But yeah. Let's see. I was disappointed with Fresh Horses. We're only in Blu-ray. I'm a 4K snob, so shoot me. It's fine, man. I'm still buying VHS and Betamax. So I get it, but for me, like, the movie is the movie, and so I'll get it however I can sometimes. Now that I bought the Blu-ray, I'm sure the 4K will be announced tomorrow, so you're welcome. I appreciate you, brother. Well, and that's the thing is, and I've said this before, is I wonder if buying things through Amazon. So if I buy stuff through the thrift store, there's no data that I bought that, but you buy stuff through Amazon, there's 100% data. They talk about it all the time. And so that goes back to the studios. So X amount of movies got sold. So potentially that triggers something to getting some restorations or getting 4Ks put out if there's already been a restoration. So I just think there's that, or even a reissue. Like, there's out of print titles, and there's so many times where I see them getting talked about, and it could be a coincidence. So I'm not saying that it's 100% fact, but it seems like being in these online communities, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, 10 best blah, blah, blah movie. And then somebody else talks about it. And then all of a sudden people start searching it. And then all of a sudden we get a reissue. And so it has happened, or then all of a sudden magically we're getting a 4K. And I get it takes time to restore films and put them on 4K. So there's that argument. But some of the ones that we've gotten after you start seeing a bunch of people talking about it have already had the 4Ks, because the they're online, they're streaming in 4K, but we didn't have the physical disc. And so it just seems like it's credible. I don't have any facts to back it up, but it just seems to happen. And so just even searching stuff on Amazon, it seems like we start to get some of it. But the reality is they do keep all the data and share the data and sell the data, and that's the thing. So yeah. So if it does, I will appreciate your sacrifice for sure. See, I lock my wallet when it comes to foreign films, just not my thing. I get it, man. I get it. Not everything's for everybody, man. I get it. What is your thing, though? That's the thing. Is like, so what is your thing? Because I guarantee you, I can create a video based on your thing and talk about it. So yeah, let me know what your thing is, because I was like, I have eclectic taste, but I understand, like, when I watch a certain film and I tell you it's great, I understand most of the time it's not for everybody. Like, there's that. I've seen it many times, never gets old. Oh, performances are so good. They don't make films like that anymore. Early 2000s. And I've said this before, like, I think, and you can find a gem everywhere in every era of cinema. So I'm not saying that it's like never ever, but I think the last great era in cinema was the early 2000s, where there's so many great films that you can pick from there. There's hidden gems, there's popular ones, there's that, but there's just, it seems like it's more consistently, they were good back then, not just like I'm finding them now, because there's always eras of cinema where I'm just finding stuff for the first time and I'm like, man, these are amazing. But then you compare it to this era of cinema and you're like, well, it's different. Back then, these are the films that like I had in my collection from day one because they were great. And these are the ones everyone talked about. So I just think it was the last great era of cinema where we had consistent winners. But yeah, it was a good one for sure. Kino Lorber announced with no release dates, the 1981 heist film. Got to check out if you like heist, like the actual movie Heist. Fantastic cast. Like, I think if you're just talking about the movie Heist, I do love that film. Let's see. If they did, oh, that's an easy pickup because I think I have it on VHS only. Oh no, the one I'm thinking of is from 2001. What did they announce? I do love heist films. Which one is it? Is that from 1981? I don't know. I'm not seeing that one. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it out. All right, so then let's dive into the rumors. So we have this. Well, this isn't a rumor. We know about this. They've announced it. So the September. So if you pre-order this now and you don't pre-order it through Amazon, you are paying for this for it to be shipped out in September. And that's hoping that there's no delays, no issues. It's a new company, a new startup. They have a great track record with Arrow, but there are hiccups. And right now the hiccup is the website for this place. And so, you know, I'm not saying to be wary of it. I'm just saying if you're not into pre-ordering and forking over the cash for something that comes out in several months, I get it. But it's also something I want to support. I'm all in. I already pre-ordered my stuff. And I'm excited for Guyver 2. Oh, I can't wait for that. Tiger on the Beat. Now, this is 1 and 2. I do want to get these. These are imprint films, and I've been told that these are fun. I love the artwork here. So the artwork on that steelbook. So you're getting a steelbook inside a chunky box with a book, and it looks like the hardcover book, 4 discs, 100%. This is a big want for me. It looks like Chow Yun-Fat's in this. Who did this? Is probably great. I'm like all excited. But that cover art is awesome. I love it. So I am all in on that one. Filmed by RZA. I'll watch anything RZA's in or does. 1 Spoon of Chocolate. Is this a horror film? Is this a horror film? Quentin Tarantino presents a film by RZA. Let's see. I don't know if I need it. I like that one he did with the Iron Fists movie. I love that film. I know a lot of people don't, but the second one, I never saw the second one, but the first one, I freaking love it. So this is something I'm interested in. But one's spoon. This has to be a horror film. An ex-military convict seeks a fresh start in a small town, but his past catches up with him to find as he finds love amid danger and chaos. Okay, interested. But this is the rumor that I am more than stoked about. I hope to God it's like 100% real. I don't care who puts it out. I want this film. I've talked about it many times. I love it. I have it on VHS. I have it on DVD. I've held off on the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is the 2-pack with Last Man Standing. I have Last Man Standing on Blu-ray. And so just to get this, to have both of those on one disc, it was not for me. I've been tempted to import the UK Blu-ray for years. I've had it in my cart. I've never pulled the trigger, and it's something that I've wanted to get. But this getting a 4K, if it's true, day one purchase for me. Last Boy Scout is one of my all-time favorite Bruce Willis movies from the 90s. And I mean, all the other ones are great too, but this is probably in my top 5 favorite Bruce Willis films of all time. So Last Boy Scout, 1991, limited edition 4K, coming from Arrow Video. That is my most, if this is 100% real, this is my most anticipated film of the year. Even if it comes out next year, it will be of next year. I love that film so much. I've been watching it for years on VHS, holding out, because I used to have the DVD years ago. I gave up that collection, and then I've been waiting for the Blu-ray. So I picked up the VHS years ago. Just this past year, I think, I finally pulled the trigger on a DVD. I got it cheap, and so I have the DVD. But yeah, this day one for sure. So we got that. Prom Night. Now this is another one. I have Prom Night 2, the Mary Lou one. I have that on VHS. Now the unfortunate thing is I found the VHS years ago with no cover. It's in one of those, like, they threw the cover away, and it's in one of those like video rental store clamshells. But I found the clamshell at the thrift store, and I wrote, Prom Night 2 on there. So this is a film that I wish that I had the VHS in the original cover. I like, the second one. I love the second one. The second one's more fun. The second one's a great one, and a lot of more people like that one. But Prom Night is a film I don't have in the collection, so I want to get this one. But this is sitting at the higher price tag of $50, which is fine. But in this conversation, this is a film that people were talking about. They wanted a bigger chunky box set or special edition or something limited, and especially at that price point. But there's a conversation of all the prom nights being put out and then 2 companies working together. I don't know. Garrett has some information on this, and he was talking about this in a video recently or a live stream. And so I guess the companies are going to work together, and the goal is to put all the films out, all the prom night films out, in a way that they can eventually put it out with like a box set. So 2 different companies that have the license rights and putting this together. And that's why you're getting that. But also it's like $50. I can wait a little bit on it. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to wait for a sale, but I don't think I need it today. I think it's one of those, but I am excited about it. I don't have it in the collection, and to rewatch it, I'm looking forward to doing the rewatch on it. And the fact that you're getting reversible art, I think they did a lot of effort into this. So I'm excited about that as well. But I'm gonna hold off, not a day one. And here is that Mars Attacks big chunky box set. I actually like the big chunky box set, but I think I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think I just need the regular standard version of this film. But it's cool. You're getting the steelbook. You're getting it's the clear slipcover for the steelbook, which changes the art. I think that's awesome. You're getting a bunch of art cards, the posters, all that stuff, the chunky box. I think it looks great. I'm going to skip it. I think I'm just going to keep the regular standard, but it is cool. It's one of those things I might regret later on, but I'm going to stick to my guns. And this is what I was talking about. So you can also get the steelbook only, which also has that clear slipcover there, which again, I think is pretty cool for that. And the Saint, I think this is the first time I'm looking at the interior art on that. I don't know. I'm holding off on that as well. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I've been told to get this one. I've been told to just check it out, blind buy it. I might have to get that one. And we've all talked about all that stuff. So that's all there. There's that. Let's dive back into this, and then we'll probably hit up some questions, and I'll call it a day. I'll wrap it up early today. Let's see. Oh, high risk. High risk. I might have seen that. Let me just double check. All right, let's see. High risk. James Brolin, that's good. 4 naive Americans in need of easy cash decide to fly to Colombia and raid the safe of a notorious drug lord, connections to the corrupt military regime. I don't think I've seen it, but an action comedy caper, sold 100%. I love all this stuff. And Josh Brolin, you can't go wrong. I love the poster. The movie poster on here is awesome. It's hard to see. Let me just turn that down a little bit. Oh, now it's too dark. Jesus. All right. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm all in. I'll look for that. Let me just snapshot that so I can remember it later. Yeah, that's one. Oh yeah. Thanks, brother. I do like that type of stuff. And the comedy ones are great. And again, like it's different. So back then, like 60s, 70s, some of those movies that are considered a comedy, it's because they're more lighthearted, not because they're just not a drama. They're not a sad drama, but they're not like those laugh out loud comedies. Those are just like chuckle moments or fun. There's definitely a level of fun. So when it says comedy and you go into it, if you're going into it blind, expect that it's not going to compare anything to, one of those like, family comedies that you're just laughing through the entire film. But yeah, I'm in for sure. See, anyone here notice Criterion is releasing a Blu-ray and 4K disc of Little Odessa? Yeah, I think Little Odessa just came up not too long ago, and that's one I thought I was going to pass on, but somebody told me I needed to see it, so I'm going to check it out. But maybe I didn't know it was Criterion. Well, I just got the big imprint box set for Kill Bill in an imprint limited edition steelbook edition of Neverending Story. Yes, Neverending Story is awesome. I have to track down. Like I've got something in the works. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I missed out on the Kill Bill, so I gotta get that. But I got a deal I could work out, so I can get one. But yeah, I'm gonna wait just another few days to see what else comes my way, because I really do want to pull the trigger on that big giant umbrella order. Like that's the thing. I do want to do that. Let's see. Ordering from Amazon scares me sometimes because there's always a chance that the artwork will be warped. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes, and the thing is, like, I have had luck with ordering it, saying it was a gift, ordering a few things, but then sometimes, like, those few things, you don't know exactly where they're coming from. And so sometimes if there's like 3 or 4 things, it has come to me as a gift in a box, which is great, but then other times not. And then I'll get 3 or 4 things in one of those like padded envelopes, and then they're all over the place. And then the one disc crushes the other disc. So I've had that. And so if it's something like that, if it's something I really want, like if it's a hole filler, we're talking like $10, $11, like just a cheap, not crappy, but cheap, goofy comedy, something like that, no problem. Amazon, 100%. But if it's something that I hold in high regard, I want to get it, it's more expensive, we're going Orbit DVD, Diabolic DVD. We're going in one of those places because they're going to package it and ship it a lot better. But yeah, I get it. Last Boy Scout, possible release has you dancing a jig. Yeah. Like it's not even 100% like, yeah, we're doing this. Like, and I'm over the moon because I want it. I want that movie so bad. I can't tell you how many times I've almost bought the UK Blu-ray, like tons of times. Let's see. Arthur says, I recently stumbled upon an nostalgic watching 3 O'Clock High. Such fun. Have you seen it? Yeah, I have that one. That's a good one. 3 O'Clock High is a fun movie. It's so good. So good. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Shout put that out a few years ago. I have it, but it's a good one. Definitely a good one. Because it has that whole like, that's not a film that I get. That's also one. It's probably not for everybody, but that's something that I would have found back in the day on a Saturday afternoon. And it has that whole feel and vibe. And I found a ton of films like that, and where they're not like the greatest films of all time, but they're good and they're fun and they fill that time and they're entertaining. And so there's like the highest recommend movies of like the best of the best. Like these are staple standards. Like we're talking Batman 89. We're talking, you know, The Fifth Element. Like those are like movies that are amazing. Terminator 2, like those are the ones everybody should have. But these films, they're just Saturday afternoon films. They're fun. They're not for everybody, but I love them. Let's see. What do we got? I also got an order from Lionsgate Limited, The Ninth Gate, nice. Daybreakers, Dogma, 25th Anniversary Edition, and The Descent. I still got to get The Descent. I have to get Dogma still too, and I got something about that one. But I do need Dogma. I have it on VHS. I'm looking forward to that. But The Ninth Gate, is one I've waited on. But I'm going to be getting that one too, like very soon. Like I know I'm getting that one, so that's 100%. I'm super excited because it's been a while since I've revisited that one. But yeah, all good picks, man. All good picks. The Descent is the one I need. The other ones I have, like that, I don't have in my possession, but they're coming to me. The Descent, oh, I need that one. Let's see. My laptop is getting difficult to type. I have him since 2018. Yeah, new laptop probably. I need to switch to a new computer. I need to get Samsung Galaxy Book laptop, brand new. Oh, bloody shit's sake. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I've had that issue. I just recently this year had to get a new computer because I was having a similar thing, and these live streams were becoming more difficult. So yeah, I feel your pain on that. Yeah. Good luck with that, brother. Kino Lorber's 1981 high-risk 4K heist film starring James Brolin, Anthony Quinn, Lindsay Wagner, James Coburn. Oh, I love him. So Harry in Your Pocket is another James Coburn film. It's a heist film. I like that one. And it's another one. It's not for everybody. I think it's also another one that's listed as comedy back then, but it's not your laugh out loud, riotous humor. It's just a feel good, fun movie. But yeah, Ernest Borgnine, day one for me. Yeah, easy day one. Yeah, remind me. Are the pre-orders up? Remind me. I tend to forget that stuff. I want it though. Fact. And Dark Cloud. I'm going to pre-order the big chunky set of Mars Attacks. Enjoy that, brother. Enjoy. Let's see. Let's see. What does Rafi say? My buddy, try to check out the new French Extremity Collection, Volume 3 of Australian physical media company named Umbrella Entertainment. Yeah, I know Umbrella. Yeah. So that's one that I do like. I think it's a good film. It's one of those ones that, or not the good film company. Umbrella Entertainment is a good company, but I don't put in big orders from them all the time, probably a couple times a year. And so that's one that all of those films in the Extremity Collection, I have some of them. I don't have all of them. It's just for me, like I would want to get all of those Extremity collections. And then again, I have some of those films already. And because they're hard watch films, some of them are hard watch films. They're good. They're good films. I'm not saying that they're not. I think I would rather have them individually instead of double dipping and getting those box sets. I still got to get Martyrs. Martyrs is a film that I really want to get. It's one that I've missed out on. I haven't seen it yet, but it comes up a lot in recommendations. So that's one I want to get. And I know that was a part of at least one of their Extremities collections. But yes, I do love Umbrella. Lionsgate Descent is sold out. Of course it is. But that's one I think it was the Steelbook thing, right? I think I skipped out on it because of that. I'm fine with the Blu-ray. I'm fine with a Blu-ray on a film like that. But I hear it looks amazing on 4K. I've heard people told me for sure. Let's see. Happy to pick up from Lionsgate sale King of New York 4K, nice, for $21. Double dipped from the Blu-ray and gave it to my brother to upgrade from his DVD. That's great. And so I actually been able to do that recently. I haven't been able to do that in years. And so I've had friends throughout the years, and I have some of you guys, we do a trade thing back and forth, and I put boxes together. I'm not the greatest at getting the boxes in the mailbox, but I'm great at putting them together. And so I have a box I got to send out to TJ soon, because I know there's a few things I got from HD DVD. I'm going to give him, and some of the Mummy movies, I'm going to give him those. There's that. So I do that. But recently I've been able to, I'm at a point where my youngest daughter, who's into movies just as much as I am, has her own movie collection. There's a lot of films that I've been upgrading that she wants. Like, they're not every film, like obviously not everything, but I've been able to give her a lot more of those instead of selling them or donating them, because one, giving them to her, adding them to her collection, because she loves the special features. She loves audio commentaries. She actually, we bought a film yesterday, and she turned it immediately to the back, and she goes, special features, this, and this. And she goes, no audio commentary, shame on them. And I was just like, it was the funniest thing ever. She's like super into it, because my wife thought at first that it was just like she was just copying me. Nope, she goes into her room all by herself, turns on her movies, and we'll go in, and she's in there watching commentaries. And so it's great. And so passing that to her has been a great joy for me. So yeah, I'm glad you're able to give that to your brother for sure. Let's see. Lionsgate here, equivalent in UK, Europe, and occasional Australia, New Zealand, is Studio Canal distributor, and their label is Cult Classics. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Cult Classics is great. I have some of this. So I import stuff. Now, some stuff has been more difficult living here, because the third-party shippers don't always send to my P.O. box, or they will not ship to my house, some of those third-party shippers. So unless it can go directly to my my P.O. box, some stuff's been hit or miss. And so I've been apprehensive about that, but I figured out a lot of it. It's still getting stuff from Japan is still difficult. So I'm still working on that, but yeah, I've ordered quite a few of the Studio Canal stuff over the years, and I've really enjoyed it. I think we ended up getting one through Lionsgate, the Basic Instinct film, but the Basic Instinct 4K, I got that really early, because I got the Studio Canal version whenever it was put out years ago. So I do like Studio Canal for sure. Let's see. AI Summit. I am a recent subscriber. Well, welcome. Do you have a VHS collection? Yes. You can see some of it directly behind me, right there. So that's some of it. I have it on display, but I have hundreds of VHS downstairs in a retro game room that we have with an old CRT television and the old equipment. Video games are hooked up there, but that is where the Laserdisc player is, and the VHS, the rest of the VHS collection is. So what is there on that shelf is stuck on VHS, cult finds, horror things I will never part with. A lot of the stuff that's downstairs I don't have on any other format, but some of them do have other Blu-rays or DVDs. And if I ever got those, I'd have no problem getting rid of those. I don't have a connection to those, but these ones I do. But I watch them. I watch VHS all the time. But yeah, I do. And that is one thing. Like somebody just sent me something to my P.O. box, which I appreciate. I appreciate that stuff. And, when I do hauls, I talk about it, but that is one thing. If anybody has the old retro formats and they're just trying to get rid of it, you can always send it to the P.O. box. I do like that stuff. But if you're just going to give it to Goodwill, if you're going to keep it for yourself, don't feel like you have to give me anything. But if you're just going to give it to Goodwill, throw it in the P.O. box. Cause, I'm always looking for VHS for sure. Let's see. Second Sight Films UK released Devil's Candy. Oh, that's one that people have been talking about. I haven't seen that one yet. Supernatural horror film in late 2026 here in the UK and Irish Republic. Nice. That's one. There's the one Second Sight film, and I collect Second Sight, and that's one I would definitely check out for sure. I don't know if I need to like order the Second Sight box set there, but the one set there's actually two Second Sight box sets that have eluded me over the years. These are the ones I really want, and when they do pop up on eBay, we're talking about $100, and it's not a horrible price, but it's also I don't want to pay $100 for something that was $35. So the movie Revenge, it's the newer movie that was put out, and Second Sight put that movie out, and the big chunky box set. I always wanted that. I missed out on it. I waited too long, and then by the time I went to go buy it, it was gone, and you can only get it online for about $100. So I want Revenge Second Sight box set, and I want Flight of the Navigator. They put that out, and I can find the regular standard version all the time, but very rarely will that pop up for about $100 and sometimes more. And so I want the big chunky edition of both of those ones. I'm like dying to get in my collection. I have some Second Sight box sets. I'm not a huge Second Sight collector, so I'm not actively always looking for them, but I have some of my favorites. One of my recent pickups was The Nice Guys. I do love that film, but this one here that you mentioned sounds interesting. I'll check it out, and if I love it, I'll definitely I'll grab that Second Sight for sure. Let's see. Stargrove, morning, brother. I'm pretty bummed about missing out on Jacob's Ladder Lionsgate limited edition 4K steelbook. I almost picked that one up, but it's one of the things that I just didn't think I needed a steelbook. But I did break my rule, and I did get a steelbook because it was on sale. It was Lionsgate limited, but it's a film I love. I don't need it, and it's one of those ones. It's going to be on display. It's going to be on display. I'm going to take the 4K disc out. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to get a 2-pack 4K case and put it with my Blu-ray, and so I'll use it that way and just leave that on display because I got sucked into it. It was the $21 price tag on the steelbook with the lenticular and a movie I love, and so I got suckered into it. But that one, Jacob's Ladder, I think I'll be fine with like a regular version of that one. I mean, a 4K would be nice. Like, don't get me wrong, it would be. But let's see. If the Eraser Big Chunky box set doesn't sell out, I'll be snagging that one too. Yeah, that one I pre-ordered that one instantly. Now, as far as like, you can always pre-order through the Amazon UK, and it will come to you. It just you have to go and check and see. Sometimes they don't ship right away. But the problem with Amazon UK is the same problem that we have here in the States. And so coming now from overseas, they get shipped, and almost every, like one time it got shipped in a better package, but almost every other time I've ordered from Amazon UK, and it was one of those things, like it was pretty much the only place to get it. It gets shipped in not the padded envelope. It's been getting shipped in the thin cardboard envelopes, like almost like a FedEx envelope, but brown cardboard. And then so you're having an expensive, chunky box set, and almost always the corners come banged up a little bit. But yeah, even when I did it through the French Amazon, it happened to me too. Yeah, so it's a possibility, and then you can try to guarantee one, and then you don't have to fork over the cash today. But if not, check out Orbit DVD. You'll get them whenever they ship. They'll ship the best, I think. Or if he says, I have one friend in Australia who have the Umbrella Entertainment Blu-ray box set of Devil's Candy horror film, and other 3 friends in the US, and one friend who lives in Canada. They have IFC Blu-ray. Nice. Well, I'm glad that they have those. I'm like those. I will check it out for sure, brother. I will. I think Arrow did a version of Buckaroo Banzai. I did love to pick that up. I'd love to pick that up. I do. I have the Arrow version. It wasn't a chunky box set. It's just the regular standard, and mine never came with a slipcover. So I don't know if they had a slipcover, but I ordered that way back when. And then what it was I wanted to get the Shout version. I missed out on it. It was expensive. The out-of-print title was expensive online. So then I found the Arrow version for cheap. Like somebody in Canada was selling it for real cheap, but it's region B locked. And so you had to have a region B player. So when I got it, I couldn't watch it. And so then I finally, like that and a bunch of other ones, I had to track down. I also got the Burbs through Arrow Video, which is also Region B locked. But my RoboCop wasn't, and it says it is, and it plays just fine. But so I got the Region B player, and then I found the Shout version of Buckaroo Banzai for a fair price. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like the crazy $100 price, but it wasn't cheap either. So it was one of those. It was like a buy or cry once, have it thing kind of thing. And so I got it. But yeah, Arrow Video, that's probably my go-to version. I very rarely watch the Shout version, but the Arrow Video, I'm popping in more often. Oh, here we go. I'm happy with my region-free Blu-ray, but I would love a 4K Buckaroo Banzai. A 4K would be nice. I just have the Blu-rays. Nobody's has done a restoration, have they? That would be a nice pickup for sure. The thing is, I also don't know if I would need to upgrade. I think it's fantastic. I like the look of the film. I don't think, and to each their own, I get it. But a new 4K restoration of the film and then HDR Dolby Vision, it doesn't change the film for me. And I kind of like the way it looks on Blu-ray. So maybe I would just keep that. But I know a lot of people who have missed out on it would like to get a better version or a cheaper version. So I hope that they put it out again for sure. Dead Man's Shoes 2004 got a Blu-ray box set date announced. Yeah, we talked about that last week because I wasn't sure if I needed it, and people said I did. So, company prepared for August. I hope you can check out this cool, awesome thriller directed by Shane Meadows. Yeah, I do like thrillers, so I'll check it out. I just haven't. I just found out about it yesterday or last week. I still think the art department missed the opportunity, not give Eraser a release of the crocodile skin type of look. I know, like a chunky box set with it. So that's the thing is like, here's the thing. I know people do the custom box sets. If somebody could figure out how to do the, my Scarface box set, DVD box set, it has that like alligator skin. And so even if somebody could track one of those down, cut it up, and then make it work for like the new box set and then paint the thing green. That is a custom box set that I would get into. I don't usually get into all the custom box sets of that, but like, man, you're right. It missed the mark. It's cool. I would get that one. I would do that in a heartbeat if somebody figured out how to do that. Let's see. Let's skip down to some of these things. Let's see, what's this? I recently found and bought the extremely rare find of SVHS release of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm not sure if you're aware of the format, but not many movies were released on it. Yeah, I'm aware of it. That's one I haven't got into. So I recently, and I'll spoil the surprise here, I recently got a Betamax player. So I've been collecting some of the Betamax. And so that one back there, it works to a point. I got to get it. I still have to get that one repaired, the one that's in the big chunky one there, because it needs all the capacitors replaced. It's notorious, that unit's notorious for that. It's a big, heavy project. I don't want to do it myself, and so I just want to pay somebody to fix it. And then it's pricey. But I did get one that works. I just need to clean the heads, and it's flawless. It's one of the later models, and so I'm glad for that. So with that, I've been tracking down a lot more Betamax, and so when I was tracking down a lot more Betamax, I was also coming across some of the other formats. And so SVHS, something I was familiar with. I never got into that one, but I would definitely get into it. I collect every format, and because it's always been, for me, it's been about watching the movie. And I have CRT televisions. I have the lesser HD TVs. I have that. And then I have my main 4K television. So I don't just have one way to watch the movies, but I collect I have CEDs. I got to get a working player for my CED, but I have Laserdisc. I have all that. I would really get into that one. And then the one I'm looking for now is D Theater. It's expensive. It's a format I wish I got into, but I was a format snob back then. I worked at Circuit City. I could have got a discount. We sold the VHS, the D Theater VHS player. We had one on display, and we never had one in the warehouse. You had to order it if you wanted to get it, but it was expensive. I don't remember if it was like $1,000 or like $700. It was expensive. And it was out at the time when DVD was. I think it was invented before, but we had it in our store when people were actively buying DVDs. And so I was that format snob, and I could have got the discount on it, and I could have had one, but we also didn't sell any of the tapes in the stores. So it was also a harder sell. And there was only, I think, like 90 something of those D theater tapes. And the most sought after ones never turn up on eBay. And $60 is usually the minimum for those. And so, yeah, that's a format I really would love to get into now. And then SVHS as well. But yeah. Let's see. Do you order some physical media discs from the Movie Room website? Anything? I have. Me and my young sister, we began buying some great Blu-ray and 4K discs. The website shop is quality and cool. Yeah, I was like, are you here in the States? Or are you somewhere else? Because I don't know where everybody is. Like I assume everybody's here in the States, but then I know that people are like, hi from Ireland, hi from Canada. Like I get that. So wherever you're from, like if you're, I don't know, some of those places will ship internationally and some of them won't. So check that out. But yeah, I've ordered from the Movie Room. They do a good job. They do a really good job at packaging. They get the stuff out real fast. No qualms about that. I don't think it rolls off the tongue. And I've been ordering from Diabolic and Orbit for a lot longer. So I think that's why I always say those ones, but then adding in the Movie Room, it doesn't roll off the tongue as easy as the other ones, I think. There's one in UK, and I don't remember the name of it now, but they basically do the same thing. It's an online distributor, and then they sell all the stuff over in the UK, and they do ship internationally. So that's one I'm going to be hitting up in the future. But I was able to get stuff from the UK sent to my P.O. box. So that was fine. I'm still just having a problem with getting stuff from Japan. But yeah, that one does ship internationally. So yeah, we probably have stuff that ships all over the place too. But yeah, Movie Room's a good place. Valerie Video is also a good place to get stuff from as well. Let's see. Yeah, the SVHS format was an improved version of the VHS that failed. Very few movies literally made it to the format, let alone popular ones like Indiana Jones. I paid under $100 for it, which is a steal. Yeah, I would like a SVHS player. I've seen them. I've never had one. And I don't think I've actually seen any SVHS tapes. But the D theater stuff I'm way more familiar with. Like we had them at Circuit City. So not the tapes, but I've seen the tapes a bunch of times. But the player, we had the player. Yeah, I like their old retro formats. I still got to get a PSP. So I have a bunch of the UMD PSP movies. And so I have those, but I need to get a PSP because I can hook it up to one, it's portable. But two, I can hook it up to my TV and also watch some of those things. And so I've been collecting those as well. But yeah, it's just another thing. I need it. I think I want it. I collect all of it. Let's see. What is a recent blind buy that you watched and you really enjoyed? Probably one I don't think there's anything I haven't talked about yet. I've been really diving back into the stuff that I have had before, like this whole, I'm not going to share this yet because it's part of a bigger video. Yeah, all this stuff I have seen before because all that stuff used to be in my collection. Nothing over here. Primevals was a nice blind buy. It was one of the more recent blind buys that I picked up on a whim. Not really on a whim. Like it was familiar to me, but a friend that I have out in California, he's an artist friend. He bought the big, giant, chunky box, ridiculous, oversized treasure chest version of it, and then told me I should get it. And then I waited years, and I finally got it. It was on sale, then one of the last full moon sales, and so I picked that up. I like that. I got the 3-disc box there. And yeah, that was a great film because it was stop motion animation. It was a fun fantasy story. Yeah, that one. I kind of felt that I would like it, so it wasn't like a huge surprise, but I really enjoyed it, and it was a nice blind buy. And it was a bigger set, but I still waited for a sale. I still think I got it for like $30, I think. So it's still, yeah, a nice blind buy. That was a good one. Yeah, I mean the Movie Room website. Yeah, I'm saying for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I've ordered from them a few times. Yep. And Rivera 903 just watched Day of the Dead for the first time in 4K. Like it more than Night of the Living Dead, but still second to Dawn. I love Day of the Dead. I don't have it in the collection, and then I've heard there's issues with that 4K. I don't know. I don't know. I've just heard. I haven't seen any reviews. I haven't seen. I know Garrett did a whole like thing about that. I skipped on it. I didn't want any spoilers. I think I heard that they cut something out. There's something missing from it, but I don't know. I hear it looks good though. And so I'm looking forward to it. But I also hear there's like a rumor that maybe another company's putting it out. So I'm going to wait. I was going to get that one, but I'm going to wait now. I'm going to see what other company's putting it out. And because like it could be, I don't know who, like it could be Severin. It could be any of those other companies. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's one I would definitely. I'm waiting on, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. If I were to rank them, though, let's see. I don't know. I think I like Day of the Dead more. I think I like it more. I like them all. I'm slowly watching movies. I got the video game bug, and I'm playing the PS3 and PS5 games at the moment. I had the bug years ago for the retro stuff, and then we added a lot of that stuff, but then it was harder. It's been harder to find because everybody got into collecting it and then realizing it had value, and it started going online. And so all that stuff was just getting more expensive. And so I have a lot of the consoles, but we don't play a lot of the games anymore. And if we do, it's usually like old GameCube games or Nintendo 64, like that type of stuff. Very, very once in a blue moon do we even break out the PlayStation 5. Like we use that to watch YouTube videos or stream my Plex server. Like that's pretty much all we use that for. But I did just get a 4K, or not 4K. Yeah, I did just get a game console from the UK, so I'm excited about that. We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, but I'm not even gonna play games on it. I'm gonna use it to watch TV. That's it. Let's see. What do we got? Waiting for the new remake of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That was probably the last like fun time I had. Like I was super excited about getting the PlayStation 4 when it came out just for that game, and I was blown away. I thought it was really impressive. But then since then, there hasn't been a quality jump. Like I think the PlayStation 4 was probably the last time that I had a good time with games, where I was like, oh man, it's worth getting this. Like anything I've played on the PlayStation 5, it like didn't feel like that quality jump like that you had. So yeah, that one was crazy to me. Fantastic blind buy was Iron Angels trilogy from Vinegar Syndrome. The recent sale, loved them. Amazing Hong Kong cinema. Yeah, I haven't seen that, but yeah, that sounds like something I'll have to try to check out. But yeah, that's a great blind buy there. I do like, yeah, that's the thing is like some people argue against blind buying films, and I have never really been disappointed. And the few times where I literally bought something and blind bought it and I didn't like it, I've never had that like, oh, this is my biggest regret. And people get mad about it. I don't feel it's a waste of money because I've always had that mentality. It's like, I don't like it, you might like it. And so like, while there's, it's not for me, it might be for somebody. Like I've always had that mentality. And so everything has a value. And especially if you buy something new, especially if I buy a bigger expensive set, it has that value, that built-in value. Even if I open it and use, I'm not going to probably lose my money unless it's like a horrible film that nobody wants. And so, yeah, I blind buy stuff all the time. But lately, I've been really focused on trying to rebuild that old collection that I used to have. Films that I love, films I wanted to have back, and things I would just want to watch again. And a lot of it has been because like I got rid of my cable, satellite dish. So satellite dish, we got rid of it 2016, and I haven't looked back. But up until then, I was still watching things on TV. I had the TiVo set up so I could record movies, I could record stuff. And a lot of the things that I used to have on DVD that I never bought again, I was always able to watch it on TV at some point. So I never had that thought process to watch them. A lot of stuff has Blu-rays. Some of it's out of print now and it's harder to find. So I've been trying to track a lot of that stuff down. And so I've done less of the blind buys, but I'm still doing that. But yeah, I've done like my favorite is to go to Hamilton Book because you can get a lot of things for cheap. Like not everything's cheap there. There's some like good prices on stuff, fairly good prices. But I'm saying like I've gotten Blu-rays for $1.99 brand new from Hamilton Book. And I've done quite a few videos, like 50 movie blind buy hauls and that type of stuff. And out of all those, I think maybe like one, it's like, I hate this film and it's got to go. And so that's 49 films that I absolutely love for cheap. And usually what I'm spending there on that type of, that amount of movies on those blind buys, it's about what I would have spent on like a handful of brand new 4Ks and stuff. And so, yeah, I definitely like the blind buy system. I do. This is one, yeah, Darren G. I blind bought The Autopsy of Jane Doe and heard great things about it. I've heard great things about it too, but like just recently. So that's one I was always familiar with. I never heard anybody talk about it. I talked about it like one of these live streams recently, and somebody said it was great. And so I'm going to be getting that myself. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't ordered it yet either, but I'm going to be getting that one for sure. Let's see. Raffy says, I prefer 360 and Xbox One video games. I think is like, I was always a PlayStation guy, and it was because of well, growing up, I was a Nintendo guy, and then PlayStation came out. I had my own money, and I bought my first PlayStation. I thought it was great. And then I've had every single console since. And then, it solidified it for me was the PlayStation 3 having the Blu-ray. It was the cheapest Blu-ray player you could get for the PlayStation 3. And so I've always been a PlayStation fanboy. I've had some Xboxes here and there, and I had the original OG Xbox. I thought that was great. We still have two of them in the house. But like as far as like gaming, I've almost always gamed on the PlayStations. But anything that we did have on the other systems, it was mostly because of now getting retro games and nostalgia, but mostly because it was like the only way you could play it was on that. It was a console exclusive. So that's the only thing. But yeah, for the most part, we didn't have too many. Let's see. I love playing Assassin's Creed games also. Yeah, I was like, I like some of it. The Assassin's Creed games are fun. I never got into the racing games, but I know that I've had a great Saturday already. I'm going to finish out the rest of the day. I'm going to head out to the family and start watching some of the things that I'm going to watch. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. But remember to watch a movie. Oh, you know what? I don't know what we didn't do today. We didn't do the giveaway. We almost missed it all together. So before I wrap this up, let's do the giveaway. So if you don't know, once a month, we give away a shirt and a mug. But I think today we should give away 2 shirts. We're going to give 2 away, the new home video shirts. We're going to give those away. Let me pull this up. So Fourth Wall, the link is always down below. So you can shop any of the shirts that I'm wearing on stream, unless we've retired those. You can get them from there. That question gets asked sometimes. Let's see, Fourth Wall. But we go. And I think the last giveaway, somebody didn't claim a shirt. So I gotta figure out what happened there. All right, so then let me share this. So Fourth Wall, it just works just like Patreon, and there's memberships over here as well, but we also, all the merchandise is sold over here. And so here's the link to the Fourth Wall store. Once a month, we get to have a get together. We do a Zoom call, hangout thing, but I also do videos and posts over there that don't exist in YouTube for the memberships over there. So it's just something different, but just similar to Patreon. But anyway, so this is where we're going to go today. And so from here, and so there's the member only stuff, there's videos and posts and stuff that you can access, but with the products, this shirt. So we're going to give away this shirt here. There's different colors. Let's pick, let's do the black. Okay. So the Physical Media Forever shirt, we're going to give away 2 of those today. And am I sharing this? Yeah, I'm sharing this. So you can pick, you've got different colors. Let's see. I got the gray and the pink for the ladies, or I've got pink shirts, purple shirts. But anyway, gray, black. You pick your color, you pick your size. So what's going to happen is if you're new here, once a month, I give away usually a t-shirt and a mug. Today, we're going to give away 2 of these t-shirts. And the rules are if you've won a t-shirt before, then you're just not going to be for the drawing. But then what happens is you contact me through social media or email, and then I will send you a link, and it'll take you right here. And then you just fill it out. You claim your prize, you fill out your address, and then everything's paid for by me. You just get your free shirt whenever it gets shipped out. And so I think that's why the last person didn't claim theirs. I think they're waiting for me to send it. So it's real easy. You just click the links and you're good to go. But this is the site that I use all the time. So we're going to go. So if you want any of these shirts, or you haven't won a shirt this year, then let me know, and we'll put you in for the drawing. Let's pull the name picker. And the thing is, these will ship all over the world. Let's see. All right. All right, Blue Corner. Blue Corner needs a shirt. Who else wants a shirt? Just Blue Corner? Let's see. I think it's just Blue Corner. I think I'm just going to send you a shirt today. Yeah, it's like we'll just do the reverse. We'll do nepotism today. Normally we do anti-nepotism. We'll just get you a shirt. Okay, Rogue Rebel wants a shirt. Nice. We'll add you in there. Let's see. All right. And then yeah, Blue Corner, just me. I might actually win. Yeah, maybe you'll win today. See. Well, if it's just two of you, I'm giving away 2 shirts. Like that's rough, man. There's no point. Like I might as well just give you guys shirts. Like no point doing the wheel. Let's pull the wheel up. Let's see. All right. Got that. Well, there's that. And so, well, if it's the fact that maybe you don't want the shirt that is offered, why don't we do this? Why don't we go? That's the shirt I had planned. But any T-shirt that's on the Fourth Wall site, you could win today. So you can pick whatever shirt. Just message me. It's a T-shirt. Anything else like the hoodies are more. They're a little bit more. But yeah, we could do that. Let's see. Even if I was the only one, I would want the wheel. Okay. Well, it looks like we're doing 2. Looks like we're doing 2, and have the wheel. Yeah. Let's see. Well. All right. Looks like you guys are just getting shirts today. But we're gonna do this. Let's see. And you still didn't win. Oh man. All right. Rogue, message me. Let's see. Yeah, Rogue, message me, and through email or through social media, and pick your shirt, and then I will get you a link to get you that shirt. And of course, Blue Corner doesn't win nothing. Yeah. All right, I get you a shirt too. Let's see. But anyway, guys, let me wrap that up. Let's see. Or did you want the wheel again? Now that you're gone, did you want the wheel again? Let's see. Name picker. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me get you going now. All right, Blue Corner. Let's see. Let's see. Don't know. Don't nobody else come in now. That's right. Let's see if Blue Corner is going to win the shirt today. All right. Oh, congratulations. And congratulations, Blue Corner. So you get a shirt today. Yeah, just let me know. We'll set you up. But anyway, yeah, get a hold of me, guys. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a cat. That's fine.